Hello everyone, so in this video we're going to learn how to read data from Excel and CSV files. We will need to learn this skill in order to solve complex problems in which the dataset is stored in CSV files or Excel sheets, and rather than populating the data in lists or NumPy arrays by hand, it will be much easier for me to read this data from the original Excel sheet or CSV file. So the first thing I will do is to upload the data, and let's say these are the two data sets I have. I have stored the data set or the same data set in two formats. The first is a CSV format and the second is an Excel format, XLSX. And for reading the data set, I will need to import the pandas library, and I will give it an alias which is PD. I will also need to import the NumPy library as NP. Now I will be able to read the dataset. So let's first give it a name, which is df. This is a common name used in Python. df stands for data frame, and this is going to be PD. This is the syntax for reading the data. PD.read CSV, and I will copy the path, paste it over here, and then I will print the data frame. So here's the data frame that I have. It consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. The first one, this is an index and it's not considered as a column. This is something default that comes with every data frame that you read. So it's not considered as a column. And you have here 3 rows, and with Python, as you know, counting starts from 0. So let's also read the same data set but from the Excel sheet. What I will do is, instead of CSV, I will just use Excel, and I will copy the path, this path, and I will replace this one. And here's the exact same same data set. Now I will learn an important skill to deal with data frames, which is slicing. Let's say I want to read just the first row of the data set or the first column, or I want to read, let's say, the last 4 columns of the data set, starting from here to the end. I don't want to read the first one, and I want to deal with that specific part of the data set or data frame. What I'm going to do is to learn the slicing strategy. So for slicing with pandas datasets, what you're going to do is df.eloc, stands for locate. I will specify first the row that I need to read. I can just specify row 0, and in this case it will give me this row, and it starts from 0, 15, 17, 14, 18, and this is just an index, as I said. I can select row 1, and it will go over here, and I can do that for row 2, which is the 3rd row actually. And I can now specify the column if I want. So I will say dataframe.eloc. Let's say I want to read all rows. So to say to Python that I want to read all rows, I will use this mark, and then I will call the column that I want. Let's say I want to see the last column, which is column number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, column number 4, and here it is. I can now read just this section, which is the data that is relevant to me, 15, 17, 14, 18, and so on and so forth until 13. What I will do is df.eloc, I will take the first or the second column, which has the index of 1. So this has index of 0, this has index of 1. These things, these are just labels. You shouldn't worry about them. These are labels. So this column is actually column number 1. It's not 0. This label is given in the data set that we read in the same data from CSV file or Excel sheet. So you shouldn't worry about them. The real counting starts from here, and this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will need to read from all rows, but from column number 1 to the end. And here is the relevant data set that I can later on use to solve my problem. I can also convert this to a NumPy array. So now it is a pandas data frame. I can convert it to a NumPy array, but just by using the value method. Values. Yeah. Now I converted it to a NumPy array. That's it for today.